fact, I was told in one of the factories in Japan is being operated by two people, a human being and a dog. The most difficult thing to manage is people. At every place, be it home or at office or in the society. He once said, an experiencer should experience an experience without an experiencer. Today, the topic that all of us have been discussing, what next? Be it any kind of industry, society, institution, academia, I think the HR. What is the next HR landing point? Today we are in a global village. Everything is connected. People's devices, processes, management, and ever-changing dynamics. Today we are in a VUCA world, and technological obsolescence is the order of the day. What is good for today is no more relevant tomorrow. And we need to keep sharpening the saw, otherwise we don't exist. And manufacturing is getting integrated. The Internet of Things, machine learning, AI, data analytics, nanotechnologies, robotics, automation, I think they're all getting integrated and forming a new paradigm. In fact, I was told in one of the factories in Japan is being operated by two people, a human being and a dog. The purpose of human being is to feed the dog, and the purpose of the dog is to ensure nobody enters the factory. So these kind of factories are going to be the order of the day. And given the kind of people context, it's very, very important. In fact, the most difficult thing to manage is people. We have seen it. At every place, be it home or at office or in the society. I always say, I've been a passionate mechanical engineer, manufacturing. I always see the failure of machines. I can see some sound, noise, vibration before a failure happens. But human failure is so sudden. Overnight, things happen. And it becomes irreversible many times. I think this is the nature of people. I would like to quote an example. A saint was walking on the banks of a river and he sees a young scorpion struggling for life. The saint goes to the water and takes the scorpion and puts it on the sands. It bites him very hard. He starts bleeding. A young boy was watching this. Again, a gentle wave comes and takes the scorpion back to the waters. Again, the saint goes to the water and takes it out and puts it in the sands. 3 or 4 times, again it starts biting him. This young boy was watching this incident and he asked the saint, "Uncle, you should be a big fool. You are not learning your lessons." The saint gently replied, "My dear son, please understand, it is my habit to save a life and it is the habit of scorpion to bite. It is natural." I think it's a very powerful message is coming to the entire fraternity. I think the most difficult thing in the world is to change a person. If somebody has said that I have changed overnight, I think it's the biggest lie you can say. All we can do is we can give a sugar coating. The DNA cannot be changed. That is the reality. But given a small opportunity, the originality bounces back. This is the order of the day.
The people are not able to grasp the problem. We always say in Toyota Ginji, how many of you were going and seeing the problem yourself with the point of occurrence, then only you can understand the problem. But thanks to that huge breakthrough that at least 10 years back in manufacturing organizations, you say work from home, we used to laugh. I used to propose a few years back. Today it has become a reality. Today we say billions of dollars in supply chains, we are able to organize meetings seamlessly. So these are all some of the new set of challenges, the new set of breakthroughs. And similarly, cultural diversity. Today we are in a global village. Organizations have to be global, and you need to work with several different set of cultures. So how do you cope up with this cultural integrity and cultural fusion? I think this is again a big subject reason. I think the great companies which have survived the test of time, those organizations have built a very, very strong cultural foundation that stood the test of time. I think the biggest challenge for HR is how to create a cultural foundation in a VUCA world where people are not even getting retained for a couple of years. In fact, one of the big organizations I don't want to name, the average retention period is 1.5 years or less than 1 year. Big senior people. But they pay very high. Incidentally, that organization says 95% of the work is done by 5% of the people. And that the organizational salary flexibility is 1,500 to 2,000 percent variation. The person gets 20 times the pay, other person can get nothing. So this is the order
Order of the day. Given this kind of challenges, how do we survive? And what kind of good practices we bring in? Again, innovation and creativity is the order of the day. We need to be breakthrough. In fact, I was in the Google campus. I was very fascinated to see people sitting under the treetop and discussing on future challenges in very casual dresses. They were talking about billion-dollar investments. I think interestingly in Apple, every fifth day is a free day, people can innovate, think whatever they want. And interestingly, 80% of Apple's innovations come in the 20% of the times. Therefore, how do we motivate creativity and innovation and breakthroughs? I think HR is always a barrier, which means you have to wear your uniforms, you have to be on time, you have to respect elders. I think this is one set of paradigm. Other set of paradigm, how to bring the creativity within you. I think this is a great thing because unless you bring out what is in your mind openly, you cannot achieve creativity. I was listening to Swami Sugubodhananda. He once said, an experiencer should experience an experience without an experiencer. Can you catch it?
Yeah.
Yes. When you go to watch a movie, watching the movie is an experience and you are the experiencer. And before watching the movie, somebody has told you the movie is useless. Already the experience is lost. The mindset has already happened. So your eyes are completely closed. This exactly happens in organizations. That person is bad, this person is so-so. I think that open mind is completely missing. And this is another biggest challenge. Because people don't have time to spend to people, talk to people, understand the realities. Decisions are happening in the boardrooms based on experiential hearing. I think this is another challenge. So I can keep on talking. We have today a wonderful session on 3 important areas: learning and development. We have brilliant panelists. Diversity is another area where we have a huge opportunity
to encash. Today organizations are realizing that power. I'm very happy we have a wonderful diversity in this book. This is one of the good KPIs when I entered the way. And the another thing is the new challenges with opportunities, creativity, innovation. I think how to process them given the current time. So once again, I welcome you all. I'm sure today you'll have a lot of takeaways. Evening we have a wonderful Trailblazer Award for recognizing people who are contributing to innovation, creativity, leadership development, learning and development, which are appraisal systems, known and so forth. Have a wonderful day. I'm sure you'll have a lot of thank yous. Thank you. God bless.